I don't even know where that's coming from. Sounds like it's coming from like a woodpecker outside my bathroom window.
Hi, my name is Jodi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Throughout my journey, I've met some pretty interesting people, done crazy things, had heartbreaks, met the love of my life, laughed until I cried, traveled to over 64 countries, learned some pretty hard lessons. I've loved hard, lost, won, and then some. I'm a daughter, mother, wife, sister, best friend, costume designer, preschool teacher, senior food awards judge, Observer Style Woman of the Year awardee, secretary, television host, socialite, makeup artist, sales rep, model, and now YouTuber. Join me as I talk about everything from motherhood to makeup, style, lifestyle, and just about everything in between. Come along with me as I show you a glimpse into my crazy, hectic life. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jodi.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel where I talk about everything from lifestyle to style, motherhood, makeup, and just about anything in between because it's my channel and I get to talk about what I want. So I've been seeing your comments and thank you for your feedback. So a couple moms or moms-to-be have been asking me how I prepared for baby. So I guess you can see I'm super organized, so that's a really good question to ask me. So when I was pregnant with Levi, my first child, I compiled a list, and then with Remy, I bettered that list because I realized I may have left some things off. So I asked a few other moms just to make sure I have a complete list, and these following tips or prepare me to-dos would be the top ones that I'd like to suggest for you, so stay tuned. Okay, so my top tip, pack your hospital bag from early. Simply because if you're packing things and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this, I need that. I packed my hospital bag from 3 weeks before, just that I'm mentally prepared. And if I needed anything, I could go on the road and get that in. I'm not rushing to get anything into my bag or rushing to try and find things around the house. It was like a very calming, soothing, okay, I'm going to do this, all right, this is what needs to be done. And I packed my hospital bag. Forgive me if I'm looking down. I prepared some notes for you guys because I just wanted everything to be really complete and concise. If you are having baby in a foreign hospital, make sure you pack a few quaters. That was one of the things with Levi that I was like, okay, I needed something, my guests were asking for drinks or sodas or snacks. So with Remy, I packed a couple quaters in my hospital bag just to make sure that, people who come to visit me, sometimes I do have quaters, but I wanted to make sure everybody is comfortable. There I am, I just had a baby and I'm thinking about everything else. Anyway, pack a couple quaters. Get a nice pair of PJs. Now, this one may seem a little vain, but you know what, guys? To be honest with you, this is a time where people come to visit you, your mom and your mother-in-law, your family, they're going to be taking pictures. And although this seems like a time where you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this right now, put on a little makeup, try and, if you look pretty, you'll feel pretty, just put on a little lipstick, a little face powder, just try to get yourself together a little bit so that when you look back at those pictures that everybody's taking and they're passing around, at least you don't look like hell. Pack a nice pair of PJs for yourself so that when they're taking the pictures, you have on a nice set of PJs. Also, those PJs could, later on down the line, you could be like use them for your other children and they'll have some sentimental meaning for you. So get a nice pair of PJs for your hospital, to pack in your hospital bag to wear the day after you have baby, so you can take some photos, so that you can post a nice photo and so that you look nice. And ladies, pack that cosmetic bag. You're gonna need it. Actually, you're not gonna need it, but I needed mine, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. I needed mine. I went in with a full face of makeup. My hair was blow dried. My nails were done. Like, your girl was not playing, okay? Any photo anybody took of me from any angle, well, not any angle, I was looking together. Okay, so this one, wow, this one was a really rough one for me. I saw on a couple to-do lists where, people were saying, get a pack of adult diapers. And I'm like, hell no. And at the last minute, I said, you know what, let me just get them. Let me just get them just in case. And I'm glad that I got them, simply because right after you have baby, there is going to be a little bit of bleeding, things are still passing out of you. And it's just a little bit more comfortable to have on that adult diaper, because when you're getting up in the night to feed baby, when you're shifting, when you're rolling over, you don't have to worry about the overnight pad or lino or whatever it is that you wanted to use to be shifting in your underwear. It's just so much simpler to have on the diaper. And yes, it sounds horrible when you're moving up and down, but I think I wore mine for like the first 2 days, and it just gave me like a little peace of mind that I'm not, messing up the place. Oh, TMI, so gross. Just pack the Pampers in your bag. If you're getting a C-section, oh, lordy, I spoke about this in another video. So you need to get some C-section or some high-waisted panties. Where they cut you for your C-section is exactly where your panty lies. So your panty is constantly rubbing on those stitches, and for me, it was so painful. I actually took a thick gauze and I just rested it in my panty elastic until Amazon Prime could get me those high-waisted C-section panties, because it was so uncomfortable. And I was there thinking to myself, if this is rubbing my stitches, it could cause scar tissue buildup. It was just really uncomfortable. So just go in prepared, get your C-section panties so that you are prepared that after those diapers come off, you can put on your high-waisted panties. You need to get yourself a few breastfeeding tops and a few breastfeeding PJs. Now, this will make it a lot easier that when you need to feed baby, you can just pop down the little clip and the food is ready to go. I just found this a lot easier, especially if you're going on the road in the night when you're feeding baby. You don't have to fumble with your clothes and try and figure out what's the best way to undo this, unzip that, do all of it's a lot. Just get a few breastfeeding tops and some breastfeeding PJs. Get some nipple cream. You're gonna need some nipple cream. For me, I did not really have much pain or I had soreness, but it wasn't hurtful. No, that's not the word. It didn't really hurt when I was breastfeeding either of my children. I didn't eat much milk, but I didn't find the breastfeeding painful. Yes, my nipples got sore, but I just found that the nipple cream did help. Just with that soreness, with that cracking and dryness. I don't know if my pain tolerance is really high, but get the nipple cream. You're gonna need it. And I find one tip, get all of these things before, because I felt really bad to keep asking people, hey, can you go on the road and get this for me? Hey, can you go on the road and get that for me? Oh, I think I need this. Because for the first couple of days, you don't want to leave your house. So you're going to be asking people to just help you out. And yes, take the help. If people offer to help, take the help. But I just felt bad. Oh, can you get this for me? Oh yes, actually I need this. So I preferred to be a little bit more prepared, that I didn't have to ask anybody to bring nipple cream. Instead, I could just ask you to bring food. Yeah. Okay, so some people use a birthing plan, which basically you go through and you write out exactly what you want to happen, how you'd like things to go. Do you want music? Do you want like a meditation? Do you want to pull out the baby yourself? All kinds of how you want the lighting. If you want to have your birthing plan or your birth go a certain way, I suggest that you print this paper out. You need to discuss this with your doctor. You need to discuss this with your partner, just so that everybody's on the same page, so that when you go in to have baby, there's no surprises. The doctor's like, oh, that's what you wanted to do, or your husband is like, what are you doing? Everybody's on the same page. But I just want to let you know that things may not go as planned, so just get ready to flow with it. Of course, have your plan A, that this is your dream, this is what you envisioned for your birth. Print it out so everybody is reminded in the room, but just prepared to just relax and ease up. For me, I did not have a birthing plan. I just simply said to the doctor, just do what you need to do. If you need the lights bright, because that's how you see, go ahead. Whatever music you guys want to listen to, if there's music, go ahead. I wasn't particularly picky or anything. The only thing I'd asked for was if I could reach down and pull Levi out. And that was it. And he allowed me to do that. For a C-section, I just had to lay there. So just have everybody on the same page with your birthing plan, and it would be helpful to print it out. So if you have other children, if you have older children, and you are welcoming baby brother or baby sister, something that I highly, highly recommend would be to have a gift prepared and wrapped so that baby brings this gift to older brother or older sister. Not, I guess like a peace offering, like, hey, I'm gonna share your mom, here's a gift. Remy brought Levi a huge fire engine that he still has to this day and that he loves and plays with, and I just found it was really sweet and endearing that, yeah, little sister loves you, look what she brought you. Not sure how the fire truck came out of my womb as well, all wrapped, but hey, babies are us and toys are us. Right in here, got you covered, Levi. I can't see myself. Okay. Whew. Part 2. I guess we can get into part 2. Okay, so this is more of the self-care tips. So get into some prenatal exercise, whether it be swimming or yoga, and you don't have to spend any additional money on this. I did my prenatal yoga. I was actually searching on YouTube and I found a young lady, and every night before I went to bed, I would just set up a little mat or towel on the ground and I would follow along with the YouTube class. And I was still going to the gym, so if you're able to continue with your exercise, if you run, continue running. If you go to the gym lifting weights, I think it's decrease the amount, the heaviness of the weights, and just continue your exercising. And you will know, like, if you feel, I can't manage this, then stop. But continue with what you're doing. Pregnancy is not a disability, so exercise, do your yoga, and the yoga really helped because it helped me to it helped with the breathing. It also helped. There was, what is it, to open up your hip? What did it say though? Anyway, I was hearing that yoga is really good for the birthing, pushing, opening. Just, it's free on YouTube. Search up prenatal yoga and get yourself some yoga classes doing things. Yeah. One of the things that you can do is you can arrange for a pregnancy photo shoot. Now, it's really great to look back on these pictures, and I'm glad that I did it for both kids. And make sure if you have the second child, the third child, the fourth child, you do it for them too, okay? Because just make sure, because Tracy and Timmy, whew, my youngest siblings, boy, they have issues because mommy and daddy did everything for me. So make sure you take that time to do your pregnancy photo shoot. Also, it's really great because there's that time where you're getting your hair done, you're getting your makeup done, you can even get your nails done, and just do that pregnancy photo shoot where you'll just feel so beautiful, even if it's just for a couple hours where they're taking pictures of you and you feel really great. Do your pregnancy photo shoot. I would definitely recommend that. And then of course you have the photos to look back on for a lifetime. So think about your self-care program or routine, what you'd like to do for post-care. So, to me, when I had this big belly in front of me, I'd put on so much weight and my nose spread. It was hard for me to think that, okay, am I ever going to go back? Am my body's going to go back? What's going to happen? And I said, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to get a waist trainer. So I would suggest that you get that as well. Just because after baby, it just helps to hold everything in and it gets your skin nice and tight and sucked back in. And I really believed in a waist trainer. So get your waist trainer. There's different types. I used a bunch of different ones. So get yourself a waist trainer. And you want to think about, okay, how am I going to, am I going to exercise after? Am I going to do yoga after? And it kind of helps you to look forward to something, where you can get out of the house. Are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to continue doing classes on YouTube? But for me, I like to look a certain way. So I really wanted to think about my post-care after baby, how I'm going to get back my body. My carnival body. Yeah, everything revolves around carnival. But to me, that was important for me to get back to me. So as I said, the waist trainer. Another thing that you can do is, let me glance at the paper. Set your fitness goal for after. So I had a bikini that I had it made actually. I had this bikini made, and while I was pregnant with Remy, I hated that bikini while I was pregnant with Remy. I was like, I'll never fit into this. But you know what? I kept that bikini right at the top of my underwear drawer, and I was like, one day I'm going to fit into this bikini. And I had Remy in August, and the picture that you see, bing, that's at a beach party in December, and I worked so hard to be able to get there, just because, boy, I want to be able to post Instagram pictures in a bikini. So I set my goals, and just to encourage myself, I had that bikini there to be like, one day I'm going to fit into this. So, and I know, your goal may change, or, things may change, and you may not be able to look exactly like how you did before, but the goal is to be healthy after and to feel good about yourself. That's my point, to feel good about yourself. And to me, boy, that feel good body there in that bikini. Whee! Catch up on reading your baby books. So I know some people are like, oh yeah man, I'll read it when the baby's here, I'll read it when I'm breastfeeding, yeah man, when the baby's sleeping. They don't sleep. They don't sleep. They're like little vampires. So catch up on reading your baby books now, and honestly people, just simplify. You only need 1 or 2 books. Like, you don't need to read the entire library of how to prepare for baby, or what baby's gonna do, or the baby whisper. I read 2 books. I read The Baby Whisperer and Contented Baby. And really and truly, I just kind of skimmed through Baby Whisperer, and then I read Contented Baby, because that one more has schedules and how to get the baby to sleep, which to me was really important. And of course, scheduling, like Organized Mom 101. Get yourself some Tux medicated pads. Now, there's a couple different brands. There's Preparation H, but for me, I loved the Tux pads. They're little round pads, and they're saturated in some kind of bottom cooling waters. I don't know, but it is like, oh. I had hemorrhoids with both pregnancies, and then they got even worse after birth. I guess all the pushing. I had like, okay, let's TMI. Get yourself some Tux medicated pads. They'll really help with the cooling. And sometimes what I would do if the hemorrhoids are really, really bad, I would just take when I keep saying pad, it's like a little circular cotton round, and I just shove it up my butt and leave it there, in my cheeks, not up in my butt. But okay, whatever. Just get yourself some Tux medicated pads. You can try out some of the other brands, but for me, Tux was like amazing. Have a squeezy bottle or a Peri bottle ready, and just maybe with some warm water at the back of your toilet or somewhere in your bathroom, just so that when you go to the bathroom, whether you're doing a 1 or a 2, you can just use the Peri bottle, just a squeezy top, and just squeeze some warm water onto the area, to kind of wash down any residual blood or crusting or whatever comes out. I'm sorry for the men who are watching this. I should have at least like worn like a bikini or something. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, because you need to be able to tell your partners, hey, maybe you need one of these to help you. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. I'm trying not to be too gross. So get yourself a Peri bottle. Tracy, wait. Bing! Tracy got this one for me, and she stole it from the hospital. Thanks, Trib. I really appreciate it, but she let me know. She was like, look what I got. So yeah, I would just have it on the back of the toilet, and whenever I use the bathroom, I would just use some warm water to just and kind of, we are done with that one. Okay, we're done. You understand what happens. Good. I just want to let you know, moms, in most cases, your body will go back to normal, or it's new normal. And no matter what, you're gonna love your body after, because it was able to do something so incredible. But I just want to let you know that your nipples are gonna get really big and really dark. How big and dark? Well, this was like my own. I was like walking around like, oh. Yeah, all the time we use the reference of the compact. All the time, my sister teases me all the time. The first time she saw them, she was like, oh my, what? Anyway, they came back. But the reason for that is because the baby, when baby is born, the eyesight is kind of swingy-wingy. So the dark areolas kind of guide the baby to, hey, follow the target, this big round black circle. Yeah, so they get big and dark so baby can see. That, oh God, mine looked horrible. Here you go, baby. See it here. On to the next page. Enjoy your alone time. I like to call it my selfish time. So before you have kids, you can sleep when you want to sleep. You can get up and go to the pharmacy. You can go on the road. You can go to the supermarket whenever you want. You can go to a party whenever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can get up and put on makeup if you want. You can go and tidy your room if you want. You can do whatever you want. Selfishly, you don't have to think about anybody else. You can just do what you want to do. You can eat what you want. And when you're pregnant, when you're a mom, especially after you've had baby, your time does not belong to you anymore. And you kind of don't really realize it for a little while, you know, because you're so consumed with baby and doing everything for baby and making sure that baby is okay. And that's your motherly instinct kicking in, and that's great. But you don't want to look back and be like, I wish I did that, or whatever. So kind of get your bucket list out the way if you can, you know, and use your time to, if you're doing little things like something as simple as a little run to the supermarket, enjoy that you were able to fling on your shoes and go to the supermarket, and you did not have to, you know, do this whole big plan of who's going to stay with baby. Is baby going to be fed? Do I need to pump before I go? Okay, what am I going to wear? Because I need to hide the belly. I need to hide the black nipples. Whatever it may be, just enjoy that you're able to put on your slippers and go to the supermarket, because after you have baby, getting anything done, it's like an orchestration. So just enjoy your me time. Get some rest. No, I know people say all the time to new moms, oh, you better sleep now, you better sleep now. You better sleep now. Just get that rest. Your body needs rest to be able to regenerate. Your body needs rest so baby can grow. And you need rest because, you know, if you don't rest, you get wrinkles. So just rest. Get a facial, get a massage, get your makeup done, get your nails done. Girl, just go and do something super selfish or vanity wise so you can just feel good. Like, go get your hair done, go get your hair cut or blow dried or colored or whatever it may be. No, you're not supposed to color hair when you're pregnant. Consult your hairdresser. Anti-tricky. You know, you can go get your nails done. Just go and do something for yourself. Take that time for yourself that you're able to pick up and leave the house and go and get your nails done. And you didn't have to do a whole orchestration of who's pumping and dumping and feeding and warming up bottle and this and yeah. Go get your nails done. Go do a little something for yourself. Take a baby moon. What is a baby moon? Similar to a honeymoon, you and your partner can take a baby moon and you can just enjoy the time together before baby gets here. Or if you have, you know, like your family, like another child, maybe take a family moon before the other child gets here. That's going to be so hard to organize. But anyway, if this is your first child, take a baby moon. The picture, hold on, let me do it again. I hope my editor worked with me, you know. This picture here was taken when Levi was conceived. Sean and I were in the Bahamas. Is that where you swim with the pigs? It's a B word, Bahamas. Bahamas. It's Bahamas. What's the other B country? No, it's not. Wasn't Bermuda. Okay, Bahamas. This picture was of Sean and I when we went on holiday to the Bahamas, and this was where Levi was conceived. So this is not really a baby moon, but this was a really nice picture. So I just wanted to put it. So leave me alone. Okay, bye. Now, depending on how you feel, attack your to-do list. Now, up until my pregnancy was pretty easy, I must say. Yes, I had a few challenges here and there, but comparing to what some other people go through, I really can't complain. So I was able to attack my to-do list. This is with Levi now. We had just moved, with Remy. With Remy, we had just moved into a new house, and I was very, very active in hanging up the paintings, you know, cleaning out some of the drawers, folding everything, putting everything away, getting everything moved over. And I had certain things on my to-do list to get into the house. You know, little simple things like I was, lining the pantry shelves or cleaning out the drawers before you put the clothes in, folding the clothes. So I had certain things on my to-do list, and I was just going through that to-do list, going through it. And I found that every time I checked something off on that to-do list, I just felt so accomplished and I felt so good. And because I wasn't working at the time, I used pregnancy as an excuse to not do certain things. I had more time at home to be able to do the move and to be able to do certain things on my to-do list. So depending on how you're feeling, attack your to-do list. And of course, your to-do list doesn't have to be like me, that I was doing like construction stuff. You can have simple things on your to-do list. And you know what? I just find it so therapeutic when you write it down and you cross it off. I love that feeling of when you just cross off the list. It's really, I love it. So create a to-do list, and as you do the things, just cross them off, and you'll feel like you just feel like you got something done. You'll feel empowered, like just check them off. Send out your thank yous from your baby shower. Now, if you were able to have a baby shower, just send out your little thank you cards. At this time, you can just sit down and just kind of reflect and think and be thankful for a lot of things, not just the gifts that you were given, but the major gift that you were given, the baby. So you can just sit down and reflect and just drop a little note to your friends and family, thanking them for the gifts that they gave you at your shower. Yeah, I love giving cards. So that was definitely on my top list. And if you want beautiful cards, make sure you check out Handmade Cards by Nandy over on Instagram, my Nana. Get yourself a water bottle and label it. So you need to keep your water intake up. So whether you're pregnant or whether you're breastfeeding, you need to keep that water intake up. And I know sometimes it's so difficult. So what I would suggest you do is get a nice water bottle, go and buy your water bottle and be like, oh, this is my nice fancy water bottle. I love it. Label it and let everybody in the house know, listen, when you see this water bottle lying around the place, please fill it with some water and bring it to me, and make sure that I am keeping my water up, that I'm drinking, and just let everybody know, just be like, hey, I need to keep my water intake up. Fill it up and bring it to me. Arrange to have some support, especially for the first 2 weeks. For me, I found the first 2 weeks the most challenging, just because you're trying to figure out your new routine. Your body just feels so sore. You're super tired. Just try and arrange if you can get some help. And for me, I found it a lot easier to hire somebody, just because I find that with my mom, I love her very much, but sometimes the advice and the constant telling me what to do could get a little annoying, and I didn't want to get annoyed at my mom. So I got a nurse in to be able to help me for the first 2 weeks, and I found that was super important, and it definitely helped with all of my relationships, because I wasn't like being nagged, and I wasn't getting upset at anybody for, yes, I know that, mom. So mommy was just able to come over and to visit and to help, and not be like, you shouldn't be doing that, let me tell you what you should do. Do not stop taking your prenatal vitamins. So your body has had these vitamins for the past 9 months, and for you to just stop taking them, I find that this is when women's hair starts falling out, is when you just abruptly stop taking your prenatal vitamins. So continue taking your prenatal vitamins. As a matter of fact, I kept up with my prenatal vitamins almost a year after each child, and then I kind of gradually switched to another vitamin, because as a human, you just need vitamins. But the prenatal vitamins that I was taking was a little bit more expensive than a regular multivitamin, so I did want to stop, and I didn't need as much folic acid, especially if I wasn't pregnant. But continue to take your prenatal vitamins. Don't just quit and go cold turkey, because that's when you'll find that there's going to be even more dramatic changes in your body, and that's when you find that your hair could start to fall out. Okay, relationships. So you need to have a talk with everybody in your immediate circle, your partner, the other kids, your nanny. You need to have a talk with everybody, just to kind of let them know that how you want to raise your child, just so that everybody's on the same page, especially with disciplining. There's certain things that, of course, it's a baby, so you're not going to be spanking the newborn baby. But if there's certain things that you want everybody to know in terms of religion, in terms of, listen, when baby's sleeping, there's to be absolute dead silence, which I definitely don't agree with that one. But if there's anything that you want everybody to know and you want everybody on the same page, it'll just make it so much easier if you just have a little family meeting and you say, hey guys, listen, these are the things, these are my rules, this is how I want it to be, no questions asked, that's how it is. And because you're the new mom, everybody's gonna listen to you. Okay, as it relates to baby, Wash and fold all the baby clothes and just get everything ready. Don't go overboard. To me, I just got a few onesies simply because baby grows so fast. So get a few onesies, get some sleepers, and don't go overboard, because honestly, all these little cute outfits that you see, I don't know when you're gonna get time to put them on baby, so don't go overboard. Round up all of the secondhand clothes that you were promised. So everybody was like, oh, I have clothes for you, I have clothes for you. Call them and be like, hey, remember how you promised me some of those clothes? Go pick them up and include them in the whole washing and organizing, folding and sorting. Create that space for baby or get the nursery ready. So I got the opportunity with my second child to have a nursery, and I spent so much time painting the nursery and decorating the nursery and organizing the nursery, and it was so special for me because I didn't get to do that with my first child, but it was really nice just to know everything that I needed for baby was in one spot, which was her room. So, you know, I definitely got the nursery prepared and ready where I want everything to be, yada yada. Now, if you don't have the opportunity to have a nursery, that's cool too, but just create that space for baby. So get a few drawers, you know, put in a corner and have that space dedicated to baby, just so that you know where you go if bathe baby, changing baby, that this particular spot with these drawers, these are for baby. Have your probiotic drops ready. Now, these probiotic drops help to replace the good bacteria in the stomach. It helps with digestion, and for me, I found that once I started giving my first son, I gave them to him a little late. He got them at what? I think he started at 3 months. With Remy, she got them from day one. And I found that as soon as I gave the probiotic drops to my son, it eased the, what's that thing that they have again when they're just crying all the time? Not babyism. What's that thing? Not the witching hour. You know when they just cry? What is that called again? Colic? What is colic? Isn't it colic? Oh my gosh. Where's Siri? Using Siri. Oh. Just get the probiotic drops. It will help when the babies cry every day at the same time. What is it called? On that note, there's such a thing as baby brain, where you forget things or you can't pronounce things properly and you just get stupid, and guess what? It doesn't come back. Get a music box. So I found it really helpful when I'm putting baby to sleep, I'm putting baby down for a nap, whatever it may be, and I have this very soothing music, and to me I put on the music every time baby is going down for a nap. Just because they will know that when they hear that music that it's time to settle down, it's time to wind down, it's time to sleep. And I got like just a really soothing. There's also the white noise machines. The one that I have is actually the one in the picture, and it has a variation. So you have a train, a fan, a this, a that, a wind, a sea, or whatever. But I like the little lullaby, and every time I put that on, let me just places her head on my shoulder. So get yourself a music box. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a music box. Sometimes the little toys have like the music part stuffed up in them, which is what Levi had, and I eventually took that out and I would walk with this little battery operated thing that played lullabies. Yeah, get yourself a music box. It really helps. Get a baby monitor. A baby monitor will give you such peace of mind. For which child was it? I did not have a baby monitor for a really long time. I think for both kids. I don't know why. Did I have one for Levi? No, I didn't, you know. So it was always just like any little sound in the house. I was like, oh, go and check. And then I believe that monitor, I gave it away. So then for Remy, why did I not have, oh, you know what it was? The monitor that I had for Remy was a Wi-Fi monitor, and sometimes it would just chip out. So I was like very, what's happening? So get yourself a baby monitor that will add such peace of mind. There's different types. There's Wi-Fi ones. The one that I found is the most reliable is just an audio, a two-way audio monitor. Because sometimes if you have the Wi-Fi monitors or the ones that just connect to itself without the Wi-Fi, if you go too far, if the Wi-Fi, I just didn't find either of those reliable, and I've gone crazy in Remy's room. She has a Wi-Fi monitor over her bed. She has the security camera in there, and then she also has an audio monitor, which is the one that I most rely on for her, because I know it won't let me down. Oh, we are going through these. pins notes. Okay, now for home. Create a little breastfeeding corner. So where do you want to feed baby in the day, you know? Just create that little corner. I have the corner in Remy's nursery, and I have a little basket, and in that basket I have a pillow, I have a blanket, and I have some lavender room spray, and most importantly, have your phone charger there. Not the phone charger in your room that you need to bring with you. No, have a dedicated phone charger just for that particular area, because you're gonna spend a lot of time feeding the baby or hushing the baby or doing all kind of stuff with the baby. So create that little corner so that it's nice and comfortable for you, and that it's convenient for you, and that you just have your phone charger, girl, because trust me, you're gonna be scrolling while you hush baby, because it's like a time bomb. You don't want to move. You don't want to move. Just scrolling, because if you try and move to put baby in the crib, get the grocery shopping done before you go into hospital. So if you have a set delivery date, if you know like around your delivery date, try and get all the supermarket shopping done, just so that again, when you come back from hospital, you do have things in the house to eat. You don't have to be sending people out there or begging people, oh, can you buy a chicken and a bread for me, or whatever it may be. Do all the supermarket shopping before. Get your bulk shopping done so that you can have your Pampers, your wipes, your whatever it may be. Yeah, just be prepared. You know your girl loves to be prepared. And make sure you get some baby laundry detergent, something that may not be on your list because you've never needed to buy it before, but make sure you get your baby laundry detergent, because boy, do they have a lot of dirty laundry. Good Lord, man, jeez, every minute it's like a fashion show, baby fashion show. Familiarize yourself with your breast pump. So take it out the box, wipe it down, sanitize it, clean it, hook up all the hoses, read upon it, maybe even like turn it on, maybe not doing anything with pulling up the milk, but familiarize yourself with it so that when it is time to use it, you're not fumbling all over the place and you're like, oh my gosh, this needs to be washed, or oh my gosh, I don't have this part. So familiarize yourself with your breast pump. Have some Fenugreek or supplements or the recipe for milk cookies. What are they called? Breastfeeding cookies? That doesn't sound right. What is it called? Yes, breastfeeding cookies. So either have some breastfeeding cookies ready, or the cookies or whatever it may be that will help with your milk supply. Have all of that ready. So don't let it be that you're at home and your milk supply isn't coming in, or your production isn't what you wanted, and you're asking people, hey, can you stop and get this for me? Can you tell I don't like asking people to do things for me? Anyway, just be prepared. Do you want to do the lactation cookies? That's what they're called, not breastfeeding cookies. So have your lactation cookies or the recipe. I know some of the things are like brewer's yeast that may not be so easy to get here in Jamaica. So just find all of the things that you need and have everything ready so that if needs be, hopefully not, everything will go smooth for you. But if not, you can make your cookies or you have your supplements there ready to go. The books that you read, anything that they say that you'll need to help baby sleep or to make baby comfortable, get those things. So I used a soother. Remy did not take that soother. So have a soother ready, have the oh Lord, here we go, here's another moment where I forget the word of the thing you're supposed to get. The wrap-em thing in the baby. You put the baby in this thing and you close like an envelope around the baby, and it keeps baby nice and tight, and baby will still think it's in the womb. What the, this is, how the hell I must come do a video and tell you I forget and I don't know what the thing is called? A blanket strap? Anyway, whatever it is that your book is suggesting that you get, make sure you have those things on hand, just so that when you're ready to start sleep training or you're ready to get on a schedule, that you have all the things there ready for you to just grab. If you only knew the word of the sleeping strap thing. Forget baby brain, baby brain. Buy a little formula. So do your research on the formulas that you would like to use for baby. And I'm just saying this because I didn't do this at all, because I was just hoping that everything would go right. But I'm just suggesting this to you, just to have a little formula on hand, because sometimes it can take a while for your milk to come down, so you may want to just supplement with formula until then. So even though you do have baby suckle for a bit, you do want to make sure you have a fed baby. So get a little formula just so that you can feed baby. With me, I had very low milk production and I ended up having to do both. but it took me a while to figure it out, especially with Levi. I was like, why is he crying? Why doesn't he sleep for too long? And it was because he was hungry. So just have a little formula ready. Have a few different types of bottles and nipples. So when you're looking and you're doing your research on bottles, you will see that there's different types of teats. Sorry, not nipples, teats. You'll see a pointed teat, you'll see a fat teat, you'll see all kinds of teats. You'll have bottles that say it won't give you any gas. You have bottles that will say it's good for this. You have this doctor's bottle, you have the Tommy Tippy, you have all Advent, you have glass bottle, you have every type of bottle. It's so confusing. So look at the actual teat at the nipple and you will see that there's different types. So don't go crazy, don't buy the entire line. Just get a couple different teat types so that you can try baby, because sometimes baby's just like, yo, I don't like this. Luckily, I did not have that problem. I had 2 different types of bottles. I used a Tommy Tippy, which was very like a fat. You'll see, Tommy Tippy is just the tip of the Tommy. And then the other bottle that I used was a Modelo, which was more of a like pointed teat. So I had 2 bottles, and luckily, as long as milk was coming out of it, my children took them. Don't go overboard buying things. I know I've given you a ton load of things to buy, but don't go overboard. And if you can, try and keep some of the things still in its packaging in case you still need to return it, because living here in Jamaica is a little hard. It's not consumer friendly in terms of returning things, especially things that have been used or things that you just, I don't like this. It's kind of hard to return them. So try and keep everything in the package as much as possible, just so that if you don't need it, if you don't like it, don't use it, or you found something else that worked better, you can try and return those items. Follow pages like Baby Bop, they do free deliveries. So if it is that you need something, or you see them have another type of bottle because baby didn't like the other 2 that you tried, you can give them a call. They answer their DMs and they always answer their phone. I found Baby Bop very helpful. It's a very good page to follow, and you can just be like, hey, I need this. Or usually when I call Baby Bop, it's like, oh my god, help me, what do I need now? So you can check out their page. Wait, let me do it. You can check out their page. They're really, really helpful. Have you done everything? More hammering. Yes. Always hammering at my house. I don't even know where that is coming from. Oh, I think it's like, hey, it's Tuesday. Do you want to do some construction at Jodi Henriques' house? Because that's when she films all day. Let's do it. Let's girl. I don't even know where that's coming from. Sounds like it's coming from like a woodpecker outside my bathroom window. What are they building? What are they building now? Like, honestly, what are they building? Let's put down the hammer. Let's go quickly. All right, everyone. Don't focus. No, not everyone. Okay, ladies, don't focus too much on the labor and the pains, and you kind of, I found that I started to like channel in on the actual labor, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt, oh my gosh, this, that, and oh my gosh, this is not gonna happen right, and this is not gonna, and don't focus too much on the labor, because guess what? As it's like one of the instincts, you kind of forget about the pain after baby gets here, which is why we go for like multiple kids, so just relax and realize that things can happen. You may not have to do plan A, or you can't do plan A. Just relax, take it easy, and remember, a chill mommy equals a chill baby. And just know too, guys, just know that your motherly instincts will kick in. So even if you're, kind of like, I don't know what to do, I'm so nervous, your motherly instincts will kick in, and you will keep that child alive, and you'll do such a good job. And to me, this is why I had first birthdays for my kids, because it was kind of like a, yay, I kept you alive for the first year. I did it. So every day is a celebration, and your motherly instincts will kick in, and you're gonna do such an amazing job. If you like my tips, please click that like button wherever it is. And if you want more quality content, make sure you tap that subscribe button. And if I left off any tips and you'd like to help other moms, please drop them below in the comments, because they'll be really, really helpful to someone else. That's it, guys. I love you and I appreciate you. Bye.